Right, another thing that you need to consider when you're looking at revenues and profits is really, really important, is inexperienced M&A professionals or business buyers, I should say, not M&A professionals, business buyers would miss this. Is that, let's say for example, your business is achieving a 10% profitability margin, okay? And then you find another business which is achieving a profit margin, okay? You find another business which is achieving a profit margin of 30%. Now that's interesting, even I would look at that. In fact, I've looked at businesses which have a higher profit margin than my business. But most of the time what I've seen is that there's an over-reliance on the owner. So the owner is doing like 3 jobs. Yeah. And because they're doing 3 jobs, they're paying 3 less salaries. Okay. Let's say for example, those salaries are 35k each. Let's just say it's 100k that they're spending less on salaries. All right. There's 100k less on salaries. And what they've done is that they've trimmed down their business to the minimal size of staff that can operate that business. Now, that's good, by the way, because no business was to overspend in any category, including staff, right? Every business needs to have the right, it's called right sizing. Okay, you want to right size the business when you're trimming staff, there's too many staff members. But you don't want to be so slim that, for example, if one of your staff members leave, your business breaks. In fact, that's what I've seen with those businesses, is that when I ask them about the history of their business, they say, right, yeah, you know, we were having, so you look at the accounts, for the last 5 years, right? So every single year they've been achieving a profit margin of 30% or higher. But we see 4 years ago, their profit margin dipped to like 10% or 5% even. Okay? You say, right, what happened that year? And their revenue really went down. They say, oh, we had 1 staff member leave abruptly. Yeah, they handed their resignation, they didn't complete their notice period, they just left the business. We were unable to handle the relationships that that person was taking care of. The reason why is that that business is too slim. It's too slim. So slim businesses are good because you want to try and learn from slim businesses. So if genuinely you're able to achieve a 30% margin, and if one person leaves, it doesn't affect that margin, that's great. All right? But if the business is too slim and then all of a sudden the margin drops, the revenue drops, everything drops, that business is too slim. So even though the turnover is low, the profit margin is high. That may look attractive, but you need to see is that post-acquisition, is that sustainable? And majority of the times post-acquisition, a slim business which is that slim and over-reliant on the owner is not going to be a good acquisition target. That's why having a deal specification, you also look at the employee numbers. Yeah. And the employee numbers post-acquisition. What would it look like post-acquisition? So that also goes into your deal specification and is so important. Right, there's a caveat to this slim business thing, is that if you have a solid executive management team or a management team who can come in and ensure that a slim business stays slim but has the fail-safes in place to ensure that if a staff member leaves abruptly, the business doesn't tank, then maybe you can do the acquisition. But as a business owner, you need to look at that capability within your current business to see, do you have that capability? And you should be honest about this, because some people think that they have the capability when they actually don't, right? So is it a true capability to go and ensure that the fail-safes are there in the slim business to keep the margins high? And maybe you can learn from that then and apply some of those principles to your business, because you've got the team there to ensure that the fail-safes, and you can drive up the profitability of your business. And that's some of the things, you know, when you're acquiring businesses, you're learning different things from different acquisitions, and that just increases your business knowledge over a long period of time, which is one of the fantastic things of M&A.